Hey guys, it's Wednesday, which means that tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm excited because in a Cuban family, we have a lot of food. And I'm super excited, and I'm sure you guys are excited. I'm sure tomorrow you're going to be like, and then Friday, you're going to be like, I ate so much food. But either way, it's Thanksgiving. So to all my new subscribers and to everyone watching, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy, eat all you want, and but pretty much the topic for today is your fears, my fears about coming out. What advice I might be able to give you, and what I've done after coming out that helped me with my fears. So here we go. Pretty much, let's get into my coming out story. I didn't want to come out, but I'm kind of glad I did. I was caught numerous times, but I was able to kind of sweet talk my way out of it and kind of get excuses and get myself out of it somehow. But there was one time I couldn't, and I remember going to the mall, and I was just hanging out with a friend, and I think we were getting prom dresses, and I get a phone call, and I'm like, Mom, okay. So I pick up the phone, and I'm like, hey Mom, what's up? She's like, you need to come home. So I'm like, why? And she's like, you need to come home now. Tell your friend that you need to come home, and come home immediately. I want to go out to dinner. I was like, can this now wait until tomorrow? What the fuck? And she's like, no, you need to come home now. Tell everybody to come home now. So here I'm thinking, like, what did I do? I'm thinking, like, what did I do? Shit, did I break anything? Did I forget to do anything? Like, you just start going and going, and your mind starts going like, oh, wait a second, you think it's because I broke that lamp and she found out? Or you think it's, you start thinking, and then I started thinking about that, and I was like, I have a lock on my computer, so how could she have found out? But it ends up being that since my brother knows a lot about computers, he knew how to hack him and exactly what you need to do in order to break this computer and get in. So he found a couple things out. They found pictures, messages, aim logs, everything, and I was caught. And I know the beginning I was freaking out. I was in the car, and she asked me, and it was like, I was like so in shock. I just started crying. I was like, what the hell, So whatever. And then I came home the next day, and I was just like in complete and utter shock, and I denied it. I was like, listen, it was a phase. My mind was messed with, anything and everything they wanted to hear. And I kind of told them because I felt kind of bad, and I just didn't know the answers to the questions they wanted. So in that time period, I kind of did a little brainstorming, and I kind of looked into myself and figured out what it is I wanted, and who I was, and what I was, and all that stuff. And I came up with a couple questions, and I was a stronger person. And I told myself that if I got caught again, that I was just going to come up clean. And then I was going to be able to have the strength to answer those questions and all that stuff. And it ended up being that a couple presents came. It's kind of obvious. So I was asked again, and I came up clean. And, thank God that my mom is an awesome person. And yet again, she was able to find this YouTube. So hi, Mom. And, yeah. But whatever. It turned out good. They're very supporting. They're tolerant and accepting in a sense. I mean, it's a little hard for them, and I understand them, and I appreciate them so very much. So if you are planning on coming out, and you're probably scared that your mom's not going to accept you, or your parents, your parents aren't going to accept you, and your friends aren't going to accept you, or something, you're just scared in general. How can I say it? There's never really a good time to say it, so don't wait for that moment like, oh, because I waited, and I waited a very long time. There's no time. So pretty much just when you're ready, please make sure that you're ready, because it is a lot. When you first come, there's going to be a lot of questions that you might not want to answer. There's going to be a lot of stress that follows it in the beginning, but it does get better. After that, it's like a huge hill that you pass, and then after that, you're like, all the questions are answered, and then here and there, and all that stuff. But you do gotta answer them, and you do gotta be prepared. I do say that when you are out, be prepared for the questions. Be mature enough and be accepting and understanding enough that these people that you're telling might not know, might not have suspected it. Nothing. Yeah, maybe some did, and they're like, oh yeah, I knew. Then you're like, awesome, very easy, don't need to answer anything, fine. But then there's gonna be those people like, what? No way, I never would have thought it. And then you gotta go a little bit deeper in and kind of ask them, what do you think? How can I help you? If you need to ask me any questions, please do. So it will be a little bit more challenging with people who didn't think that you were. Especially your parents. Your parents are going to be in awe. They're going to think of everything and that you're losing, and they're going to think of everything that you can be gaining as far as the bad, like the criticism and the hate and stuff like that. And they're going to be scared, and they're going to need help. So please be prepared for that when you do come out, and make sure that you're prepared to come out when you want to come out. So also, I didn't have that hard of a high school. I know Maddie started talking about high school. So getting into the high school thing, I didn't have that hard of a time in high school. So if you are thinking of coming out in high school, though my suggestion would be not to. Only because high school kids are very about the new topic, about the new gossip, what they can do to make themselves look cool. So, if you do think that you're living a lie and you want to live the truth, I just suggest that you are strong enough, because there are going to be kids who are just bored, or they want to be the first one to tell their whole group this new gossip that's going to make them like the new hit thing for a week. So what makes high school so difficult is that everyone wants to know the new gossip, and everyone wants to be the one who is the cool one and everything like that. And sometimes to be the cool one, you got to bring down the little one, you got to make people feel bad, which is horrible. So yeah, I suggest not coming out in high school, but it is your turn. It is your choice. If you do feel like you're strong enough and ready, come out in high school, But it is a difficult time, so if you don't understand why is it that people are so mean, literally, they're trying to find themselves. And and finding themselves, you'll see that, like, when they grow up, a lot of people grow out of that, and they say, you know what, I was... and I'm sorry. And a lot of people won't have to say I'm sorry, but it's just a self-image thing, and everyone wants to be the cool one, and everyone wants to have the new gossip. So, I didn't want to come out in high school. Too much immaturity, too much drama, this word gets around so quick. So in college, no one cares, and it's a lot more accepting, and it's a lot easier. So when you do get into college, it is easier, and it'll get better. So in the end, just to sum up this video, I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope that you have a fantastic week. You can leave questions on our comments. You can leave questions on our forum spring, which is up, and it'll be below and to the side where those little the description is. It'll be there in a link, and I'll probably have a link down here too. And yeah, if you're scared of coming out, and if you're scared of anyone not accepting you, just think, some people just haven't gotten there yet. Some people just don't know how to open up their mind to something that people make so close-minded. And you just have to have a really open mind yourself. Alright, so have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next week.
You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your